hope the camera's working fine. And I have my little lavalier mic on today for today's message. Listen, I want to go over something that has worked phenomenally well for me this week. I hope this helps you guys in your trading. I'm going to give you also the news events that you should be looking out for this following week. The news event, the only one that I actually saw this week that I would be concerned about would actually be the news event for the Australian dollar, which is on Tuesday. They're coming out with their inflation numbers, and as I told you guys, the inflation reports have been the catalyst for what's been going on in the markets around the globe, because based on the inflation numbers, it tells their government whether to raise interest rates or not, which affects the currencies that we're trading. Good morning. Hey, D, what's happening? And the people who will be watching later on. All right, so that's the only news event I saw this week. It's quite concerning, though, because although the news have been lightweight, the events that has been going on is quite different. For an example, last week there wasn't heavy news events, but the market still was acting pretty kooky. And I think that's because it's waiting for an upcoming news event, which you'll see from time to time that the markets will have lightweight news that week, but leading up to a bigger news event a couple of weeks out, the market's still actually a little bit jittery is what I saw. All right, so be very careful on that. But let me go over what I'm going to tell you guys. I've had basically one of the best trading weeks. Hold on, let me sit this stand up a little bit better so I can not drop my camera or my phone. I had one of the best trading weeks in quite a long time, even with the situation that's going on. What happened was, and write this down, don't ever forget it, because even though you can trade for years, you can still fall prey to some of the situations that take place. And one of the bad habits of a retail trader is their ability to ignore their trade after they've entered the trade. Write this stuff down, okay? Because this is going to bless your soul. With professional traders, oftentimes they do their analysis, their statistical analysis, their fundamental analysis, their charting, they do all that, they place their trades, and then they move on to something else, okay? A lot of professional traders, that's what they do. They run several businesses, so they don't have the time to sit around and watch their trade. Unfortunately, for the retail space, it's quite different. Okay, the retail space, they nurture and coddle and baby their trades way too much. Okay, are you hearing what I'm saying? They baby their trades way too much. In other words, once you place that trade, the trade becomes your life. You don't know how to stop looking at the trade. You don't know how to stop monitoring the trade. You're staring at your phone day and night while the trade is playing out. Oftentimes you end up manipulating the trade, meaning that the trade will take some time to play out. Maybe it's a slow market, and that's even worse, because the slower the market, the worse you get. Okay? Type amen if you hear me so far. I want to make sure you guys are with me. Okay? The slower the market, the more you stare at the trade, because you're anxious for this thing to play out, okay? In the business sector, they are not in a hurry for the trade to play out. They don't really care. It will play out when it plays out, which is why they're occupied with other businesses. Let me give you an example. If you ever look at people like Elon Musk, who runs Tesla, he has SpaceX, or whatever his is, and many, many other things. He got Twitter, and so forth and so forth and so forth. They occupy them time while they're waiting for something to play out in one business, so they send their time over to another investment that they got going on. The retail trader only has his one little trade, okay? And that one little trade becomes life and death to him emotionally. So it takes up all of his or her time, because they are trying to quit their job, and so their hopes, dreams, and everything else relies on that one trade. I hope you guys are hearing me, because this is not going to get any better if you don't fix this now. I guarantee that. And let me give you a warning for all you people who say, oh, I want to be a full-time trader. I will repeat this over and over and scream it from the roof of my house. No, you don't. You think you want to be a full-time trader. You do not. That will be the worst thing you've ever done. Trust me, it is the absolute worst thing you can do to yourself, is try to accomplish being a full-time trader, because at the end of the day, and I'm trying to lay out clear evidence to you to watch what the professional people in the business sector who are successful do. You will find that hardly any of them only run one business, only have one thing. And that's the reason. The reason why is because that one thing, if it's not moving at the pace you're expecting, it will drive you nuts. Some of you guys are going through that right now as we speak. When you're dealing with a trade, because that's the only thing you have to focus on, you manipulate it, you mess with your stop, you're in and out of trades, you cut them too early, you're just doing too much because that's the only thing you had to focus on. And truth be told, some of you guys, you're about to lose your job because you're staring at your trade on your phone all day long. Your job is making enough income to suffice and take care of your family, but you could have a trade that only will net you at the end of the trade, maybe $10 or $15, and you will give more attention to the $10 or $15 trade that could possibly cause you to lose your job because you put all your attention into the trade versus the trade is just a part of your life. Type of 20 if you understand what I'm saying. This will get better. It does not unless you implement about you today. Struggle. I'm telling you, it will struggle. It does not go away just because it many years. Okay? So the thing that I'm proud of myself for this past week, good or bad, whatever the trades, which is this week was one of the worst trading I've ever with low news. It was just completely volatile markets with low news. Okay? But it is what it is. It's a year you can expect that to happen. Top be 4 times a year I've seen it happen. So that's what it is. It's natural. But part of myself is because I really looked at my phone. Brother, I hard. And I try to be transparent because in this business, telling you ain't gonna truth. Okay? They'll show you what they want you to know, but they won't tell you everything you need to know. I'm willing to be the just to myself what you really need to know. So that when you, as you're going up the rank and getting better in your trading, you can sabotage. That's a good way of saying it. Thank you, Jesus. You can sabotage your blessing because nobody told you the blessing. Oh, that's that again. You can sabotage your blessing because nobody taught you the lesson. And what is stop coddling? Stop helicopter momming your trades. Stop the trade all the time. Let them play out. Have a legitimate reason to enter trade. Leave it alone. I the years of trading, and guess what? I other things on a lot. That's why I'm starting to get into other things. Wife is starting a business, so I'm going to help her launch that. We're going on in about 2 weeks. I'm self-occupied with other things going on. I'm looking to start another line of business as well. Why? Because I realize trading literally takes minutes a day to do the assess legitimate trade. You who have some trades, you take to play. Right click on your MT4, in a trade with your lot size, move your stop, move your take profit, and then you're done. I mean, come on now. That ain't hard for anybody to do. That's why simple a kid do it. It literally is that easy. But what makes trading so hard? If that's all it is, Uncle P, why is it so hard for retail traders to trade? Because it's emotional. That's why. It's emotional. Well, why is it so emotional? Okay, I'm glad you asked. Because you cannot care if you like the Bible, hate the Bible, I don't care. Some laws cannot be violated. I'm going to say it again. Some laws cannot be violated. Well, Uncle P, laws being violated. Glad you asked that too. Here's what the law is. In the scripture, it says, where your treasure is, there heart be also. Now, when it says your heart, it does not mean the heart beating in your chest. What it actually, in my opinion, do your own research, when it says where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. What it means is wherever you put your, you will be emotionally invested. And I've seen somebody in the comments say emotions, and you're correct. Wherever your treasure is, you will be emotionally attached to it. So every time you place a trade, your hopes, your dreams, and your emotions are attached to that trade. It doesn't matter even if it's just a $5 win. You're going to grow a small account just to see if it works. So that's not the issue of the size of the money. It's the fact that it is your money. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying? Type of thing so I can make sure you guys are understanding what I'm saying. I want to say we're all on the same here. Okay? This is proof when you're investing into market. Okay? The problem is that you become emotionally involved because it's your money. Okay? I'll give you an example. When a person who's supposed to be your friend borrows money, there instantly becomes some kind of feeling, or and there's a sense of tenseness that's unspoken. The longer you pay your money, the more tense that current that has been said to them. They hang out with you, want to drink a brew with you, and all these different things. But the current that has changed between you and them, even though they don't know it, you know it. You're feeling some kind of way. Are you hearing what I'm saying? This is true. Why? Because see, we were just friends before, but now you borrowed $20 and said you was gonna pay next week. Next come and gone, and you haven't given me back my $20. Now it's just $20. So to your friend, they simply forgot. But because it's your money, you ain't forgot nothing. Come on now, this is the TRUTH. Money at, but to you ain't. This is your friend. So you're trying to hand the key and hope that they will turn around and say, oh, you know what? I'm so sorry, man. I forgot your 20. Here's your 20. Once they do that, then within you, you become stable again. Because the negativity is gone, because guess what? Money that was your hand with a promise of a return. And it hasn't returned yet. It wasn't even just the amount, because $20, you may have 1,000 in your account. Ain't really nothing. It ain't about the 20. It's about your expectation that it was my 20. See, it ain't about the amount. It was mine. You asked to borrow it. You said you would give it back. You ain't gave it back to me. Now I'm kind of type of box if you know I'm on now. And I know thousands will watch this later. I know y'all understanding what I'm saying here. The money, the dollar, it's that it was my money that I had to work and earn. I gave it to you with the trust that you would give it back in return. And when it don't come back, I'm feeling some kind of way about it because it left my hand with a promise to give me back a return. Are you guys hearing what I'm saying here? See, it's not about the money. It's about the psychology behind the money. My emotional attachment to my money. You don't have to believe in the Bible, but the principles to say, wherever you're, you don't fool around. Especially if play that. It's hard to for give you, and you done played over my money. Oh, Jesus said turn the other cheek. He said turn the other cheek, turn the other dollar. So brother, you better hand me out my dollars before. See, we start getting ruthless when where your treasure is, there will also. And so it is with that trade. Not only getting back what you invested, but you also was expecting what? A return on that investment. So I'm expecting you to market to give me back my money that I put in. Okay? Because the broker already took his money up off the top, so he got paid. So, okay, so I got to make that money back that the broker got. When I first placed the trade, I turned up negative, which means, guess what? I need money money back that from you, broke market, that I had to pay the broker to get into this trade because I'm down by 5 pips or 6 pips. The broker took 6 pips for me to come and fool with you. So I need you to give me, first of all, 6 pips. And then after that, I got a take profit that I want you to hit, which will cover what the broker took from me. Some expect. See how? And what happens is, the slower the market moves, it's like the friend who borrowed your 20. You was expected the same week, but then he may have taken a month. He's given it back to you, but he took a month to give it back. And then he comes back and say, hey, I'll need to borrow a little bit more. Oh, you were feeling some kind of way about loaning to this person. Why? Because they take too long to return what you in that market. When the market moving too slow, and I see people in my group making comments, whoa, what's wrong with the market? It moves at its own pace, friend. It does not move because you start to trade. And what makes it worse is because you don't know how to detach from the market. Derek said low down snakery. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, you're on point. So here's what I did. Let me bring this to closure to help y'all out. What does Uncle P do? What made him so proud of himself? What made him so proud of himself? All right, here's what I did. Write this in your notes, right. And I know we're going to have a lot of people watch this later on, so thank you very much. Please hit the like and subscribe button so that YouTube will know to get this information out to other Forex traders, whether they join Super Easy or not. We're retail traders, so as a group, whether you like me or not, I'm still part of your family. So why don't we just learn these strategies together, because the banks and institutions know it very well, which is why they trade off the weekly, daily time frames, monthly time frames. They know everything I'm talking to you. It's such second to them. To us who retail traders, different story. Different story. Watch this. What I did was, before the market started acting crazy due to this recession, this interest rate hike, and this, what we got going on, inflation situation. That's the best way of saying it. This inflation situation is literally the markets all up and down, not just in the Forex market, but also in the stock market as well. Okay, so hear me good. This is been they have been, get out of here, bug. They have been chaotic, whatever word fit, flow. So therefore, which I'm up 150 something pips. I'm closing the market on PY trade, but outside of that, as far as swing trading, it's my normal thing to do, really to do, because the market is to find swing trading and quickly swing down, so it's kind of hard to. So now normal way trading, which is swing trading, which keeps from outside right here, and my wife is actually walking around. She's doing her walking miles a day. Normally, me and her walk together, and doing the video for you guys. So that's why I'm in nature today. I can be away from the charts and I'm cool. That's normal. But because of the volatility, I have noticed that I have been watching the charts. Not so you back and make a mistake, something that you thought you graduated from. Amen. You thought you all passed this. This is like you passed the put your and you that, and something triggers you again. My career, something triggered me to go back to my, and that's this volatility, because it's hard to market all this jumping around. That's not, oh, what's going on here? I made a decision. This, you're gonna miss your blessing. I made a decision. When I play trade, I'm gonna look at it for quite a long time. I ever happens, It is what it is. Okay. Oh, somebody said my sound skipping in and out. Hold on, try this. Okay. Can y'all hear me now? Type a yes if you can hear me better. I'm trying this little lavalier mic thing, but I guess it ain't working too hot. Can y'all hear me all right? Very good. Good. So forget the mic. See, I get all this bougie stuff acting like I'm on TV. All right, see, I had all this lavalier mic trying to be all special. Forget it. Bye. Because it's windy out here, so I thought I needed it. Anyway, let me just close this video and let me bless your soul. Let me bless your soul. I found that recently I had to change my trading strategy from being a normal swing trader, which allows me to take a trade, and my expectations on a swing trade is that it will probably play out within 3 days to a week or 2 weeks, which means I don't need to sit there staring at my trade all day long. Are you with me so far? That's normal as a swing trader. Because of the volatility, it has forced me to not be my normal self, which is a swing trader, and now I have to convert back to being a day trader. Okay, a day trader, which means the trade can play out within a couple hours to a day. The problem is that when I switch from being a person who has what I call swing trading, is more like vacation trading, because you can take a trade and go on vacation and come back. That's why I like trading higher time frames, because I can see the big perspective, and you have day-to-day little blah, 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 but overall I know where you're going. All right, I get it. You'll get there when you get there. So I can just sit back and relax. But volatility has caused me to be nervous about my trades. So it forced me to stop being my normal self, and now I'm a day trader. What that means is my expectations of the time that this market should move to fulfillment has also sped up. Why? Because I'm trading on a different time expectation, which is today. And what that did in my head, it triggered me to not think on the level of a day trader, which means that I should be expecting the trade to play out within what? A couple hours to a day. Okay? No, that ain't what I was expecting. My mind switched to panic mode and said, oh, Jesus, volatility is hitting the market. I got to be a day trader now. And all of a sudden, it switched from having a day trader's expectation to a scalper's mentality. God, this is so good. So now I have conflict in my head, because I know what I should be expecting as a day trader is to let the trade play out within a couple of hours to a day. But because I got out of my normal rhythm, it threw my rhythm off of the expectation. I knew a strategy to downgrade to from swing trading to a day trader, but emotionally, because what? Where your treasure is, there where your what? Emotions be. Logically, it made sense that I should be expecting the trade to play out within a couple hours to a day. Logically, as a day trader. I'm no fool. I've been doing this for years. I've been doing it for years. So you would think I would have this down pat. All right, you went from a swing trader, which means a couple of days to a week or two, you hold the trade. You shift down to downshifting like a car. You downshift to a day trader, which means you expect the trade to play out within a couple hours to what? To a couple hours to an entire 24-hour period, and then you do what you do. All right, that's cool. I understand that logically, but emotionally, it didn't catch up. It did not catch up with the logic. My emotions, it's a different beast of burden, because it went into panic mode saying, oh, we got to watch this a little more closely. And now all of a sudden I'm watching it all the time. Ain't that some of y'all's problems? Logically, you know what to expect. Oh, I'm a day trader. You didn't brag about it. I'm a day trader. Then why are you staring at your phone every 5 minutes, day trader? Once you place the trade, it can only do two things. It will either go to your take profit or it will go to your stop. And if you've already predicted both of those levels and you're comfortable with how much you're going to lose, why in the HE double hockey sticks are you staring at your phone all the freaking time? Come on, Jesus. This is some good talk. This is good talk here. And I see people in the Forex space and some people who graduated to major levels and they're talking on stages and people attending these seminars and this and that, and nobody's talking about this and everybody deals with it. It's the elephant in the room and nobody wants to say a doggone thing. Move, Mr. Mosquito. Devil is a lie. Get away from me, mosquito. Flying right up in my face when I'm telling the truth. Oh, we got people all the way from Kenya. Hey, what's up, Isaac? From Kenya. See, I can sit my butt and tell the truth and touch people around the world. And I know hundreds of thousands, or a couple of thousand people watch this later on. That's why I do what I do. Ain't nobody paying me to do this. Embarrassing myself on camera when I could be walking around this track trying to lose some weight with my beautiful wife. Hey, we got OEM from all the way from Dubai. What's happening? Kenya and Dubai in the house. See, this is what I'm saying. As retail traders, this is universal. And nobody says nothing. What the HE double hockey sticks is going on in this market? Nobody? All these Forex gurus and nobody says nothing about this? Knowing full well we all deal with it? What the heck is going on here? And no, I didn't cuss, I just spelled. And no, I ain't no preacher man, I just love Jesus. And I respect his principles because it's the truth. My emotions took over. Yeah, thank you very much. Hypnotize said this ain't what sells, and it's bad for business. Trust me, I run a business. It's not good for business, but so what? I got to tell you the TRUTH. Because if you're going to get into this arena, you need to know what happens to you. A lot of y'all want to be full-time traders so you can just run your life how you want. This is the problem. Because you got too much time on your hands and your mind and your emotions, just your logical mind and your emotions don't always sync up to do the right thing when you got too much time on your hands. Stop trying to quit your job. Keep the job and trade. It only takes minutes to trade, but you need something to occupy your time so that your emotions can have something else to focus on other than these trades. Are you hearing me, people? This is why I enjoy teaching my weekly classes. I get to get down with my students. We get to yak and tell the truth. So what did I do that made myself so proud of myself? I said, you know what? You know what? I'm going to take these trades and I'm going to allow my emotions to shut up. We will let these trades play out for a couple hours before you check them again. And in some cases, I intentionally, when I have taken enough trades, especially those who's in the signal group, when you got enough trades, I sometimes take the MT4 off my phone. And then I will put it back just to regulate myself. Not the markets, not to regulate the markets, not to regulate somebody else, to regulate myself. Because if it's on my phone and I ain't got nothing to do, I'm going to keep looking at it and then keep looking at it and then keep panicking and keep then messing with the trades and messing with the trades. And then, well, maybe I need to adjust mine and maybe I need to hop out of the trade. God, sit still. It's a day trade, brother. You know the rules. If you enter the trade, place your stop loss, place your take profit and sit your butt down because it ain't supposed to play out for a couple hours to a day. Sit down and do something else, brother. Sit down. See, this is the conversation I have to have with Uncle Pete. And these are the conversations you got to have with yourself. Trust your setup. Trust the trade. And if it doesn't work out, didn't you predetermine how much was going to be a loss? Whether it was 1%, 2%, 3% of your account, you shouldn't be risking 50% on the trade, which is going to really drive you up nuts. But if you manage your money well, even if the trade lost, you know it ain't that big of a deal. You feel me? It ain't that big of a deal. Why are you tripping? Calm down. I almost said a word. Thank you, Jesus, for restricting my tongue. Calm down. Because if you're going to act crazy over that trade, then truth is you shouldn't have took the trade in the first place. Stop assuming that every trade is going to be your life or death. Don't put so much faith into the trade. Put faith in your process and let it do what it do. And that's what I did last week. At the end of the week, I made a 50% return on my investment. And here's the good news. A lot of my trades did not work out. Yeah, what? Uncle Pete's come fast. Yeah, sometimes it happens. Derek, you said a potato chip trader. Yes, I confessed, because it doesn't matter. It didn't matter, because I don't control the market. Sometimes the markets will just be like that. You're going to have a situation every once in a while where the market just does not cooperate. It is what it is. You got to understand, the market don't play to me. I'm playing with the market. The market didn't ask me to come into its world. I decided to be there. And if it decides to act maniac and crazy and schizophrenic, then if I don't like it, then I just need to close the relationship down and tell the broker I want to withdraw the rest of my money. I don't want to trade no more. Why? Because I don't control that relationship. The market does. And if it wants to act schizophrenic, the best thing I can do is manage my trade so that, hey, if the trade loses, it's only 2 or 3% of the account. No big deal. Move on to another trade and keep it moving. I don't need to start all over with a new strategy, this and that. It is what it is. And one of the things I like to do is check with other traders, not only in the Forex market, but also in the stock market and this and that. And when you see the Dow Jones is going down and this market and then the options market went crazy and all, then it just happened globally. It ain't nothing personal. So chillax, brother, and come back next week. Well, maybe the market feels better. It is what it is. But to sit there and coddle and play helicopter mom over every little trade, that's immaturity. And that does not make the trade go better or worse just because you're staring at it. It just drives you crazy. Type of amen if you know I'm telling the TRUTH. Come on, tell the truth. It doesn't help. It doesn't make a difference. You staring at it every few minutes is not going to make the market move any faster, slower. It's not going to push you into a take profit or a stop loss any faster than what the market is going to do. So why are you sitting there staring at it all day long, ignoring your family, finna get fired from your job, going crazy? Literally. It doesn't make a difference. So I was proud of myself. I just say, hey, it is what it is. I went on dates with my wife. I went walking. She Miss Health Queen. She got me drinking half gallon of water now, walking 4-5 miles a day, this and that. And that's cool, because guess what? I ain't got nothing else to do. And then when she says, okay, we need to hop on this for business. Okay, cool. That's cool. It gives me something to do other than driving myself crazy as if the market is going to move faster because Uncle P. Oh, do you know who I am? I'm Uncle P. Oh, please. The market don't care. Man, who are you? You may be something to somebody, but you ain't nothing to us. Bro, we run trillions of dollars a day. Who are you? You ain't nothing. And just because you took a trade, you expect me to speed up my process? Boy, you crazy. Who you think you are? You better put your ego down and go on somewhere with that foolery, because I am the market. I move at my pace, not yours. And if you don't like it, then leave me alone. And that's the truth about trading. So I was proud of myself. I took my trades. I took some losses on the chin like a man, came right back. And at the end of the day, especially my USD JPY trade, I didn't expect that one to pop off like it did, but check the trade. It bounced off and I'm still in it. As students, we phase out, take profit along the way. I showed you guys how to take one position and fade it out. A lot of people don't even know how to do that. Well, you can just take one trade and reduce the lot size and fade yourself out, which I did. I faded myself out, but guess what? I'm still up 157 pip on that. That one trade made up and cleaned up a whole lot of losses. When I checked my balance on Friday, I actually was up almost, I would say I had made not a 100%, I will say not a 50% gain on my balance, but I made a 48 to 49% gain on my balance, just off by a few dollars. But basically, roughly about 50% gain at the end of the week by just simply leaving my trades alone. If it hits, it hits. If it don't, it don't. You win some, you lose some. But the key is I can walk away happy with what happened at the end of the week simply because I left them alone to play out. Some of them did, some of them didn't. At the end of the day, I kept to the routine, and guess what? I made money. Blessed be the name of the Lord. And part of that is because I wasn't interfering with the trades without justifiable reasons. Now, there are going to be some reasons to change your trade up in case like a news event is coming out or it just looks like it's not doing what it's supposed to do or whatever. Every once in a while, yeah, you come and check it every few hours. You know what I mean? Let me leave y'all with this. Oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Okay, I'll leave y'all with this one. This is gonna be good. Okay, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Okay, you know how here in the U.S., okay, we have Thanksgiving Day. One of the most popular foods, and I know thousands of people are going to watch this later, and we have, as you guys, even in here with the few numbers are here, you can see it's universal. We have people from Dubai, Kenya, and all over the world who tunes into my channel. So I got to, when I say examples, I can't assume everybody does the same thing. So but you're aware that here in the U.S., we have a holiday called Thanksgiving, okay? Watch this. Here's a good one. Anybody who's worth their salt and know how to cook something, you know full well it take hours to make your dinner for Thanksgiving dinner, especially the turkey. Because here's what happened. You cook the turkey, but it don't cook in a microwave. You can't put a turkey in a microwave and have it done properly on 5 minutes in your microwave. I don't care how fabulous your microwave is, it ain't gonna be good in 5 minutes. What happens with the turkey? If you're gonna oven roast that thing, it's gonna be a couple of hours. It'll be done today. People walking around saying, "Ooh, it sure smell good in here." What you say? Come back in a couple of what? Hours. Why? Because it ain't ready yet. So if you can understand that concept with a turkey, then treat your day trades exactly the same way. And treat your swing trades exactly the same way. Walk away, because you staring at it, it's not going to make it speed up and be well done anytime soon. So you might as well find something else to do and reduce your stress. All right, I hope this video helped. If you want to be part of the Super Easy Forex family, go to our website, superezforex.com. Please hit the like and subscribe button because it helps the algorithms from YouTube to pass this information along to other fellow traders who you and I both know are struggling around the world so that they can get good content worth some salt. Not this, just do this and all your trades are going to work out 100% and you're going to be a millionaire in 2 weeks. That's a lie. You and I both know it. They need good information like this. Okay, so hit the like and subscribe button, share with your friends, and if you are one of my students, you will see me in class on Tuesday. I can't wait for teaching class on Tuesday, so I'll see you guys in class on Tuesday. If you want to be part of the Signal service, go to our website and click on the Join the Signals group, and we'll be available there, and we'll just send you some alerts. By the way, oh my God, even though the signals were choppy this week because the markets were up and down this week, however, in the scalping group or in the live trade group with Miss Jenny, they did over 16,000 pips this week. 16,000 pips. That's crazy. Live. See, ain't no make-believe. Ain't nobody can say, oh, yeah, man, they be promising stuff. It ain't really real. No, it's done live for whoever's in the signal group who want to attend, and it's recorded. Because sometimes those are swing trades in the indices, and you can still come on in even if you were late, had to go on break, and then you saw it, and then you capitalized and you jumped in later. Either way it goes, it's done live and it's recorded. 16, that's madness. 16,000 bips? That's crazy. But they've been doing it all last year, and this year ain't no different. And that's what I do like, because on one side, maybe the Forex market is acting crazy, but then you can find stability in the what? In the stock market, trading the indices right there on your Forex broker's platform. So that's why I like that there's a diverse way of going about the markets. Okay, so if that's what you need help with, you want to make some money, come on in to join the Signals group. Okay, I will see you guys on the inside. Have a great Sunday. Thank you.